Hey YouTube, it is time for some ham and navy bean soup, and this stuff is amazing. Alright y'all, we're gonna make some navy bean and ham soup, and we got a lot going on at the house. The blinds are going up in the kitchen, and Bladen's mowing the yard, and Sean just came over and his tire blew when he pulled in the driveway. So I'm hoping I can get through this, but if y'all hear banging and cursing in the background, then just know that that's how I roll. Alright, so we had a package of navy beans that we soaked. And I only soaked them, let's see, it was about 8 o'clock this morning. I don't know what time it is. 1 o'clock. Okay, so that's how long these have been soaking. You can soak them overnight, but I really wanted to show y'all something that I think this is pretty cool looking. All right, so here's the navy beans before I soaked them, right? You see those? And then here's after I soaked them. You see the difference in size? They really double in size, which I think is just kind of cool. But you do need to soak them, otherwise you're just going to have to simmer them forever. I do have a video, I'll try to remember to put a link through to a video on brining beans. In that video I did pinto beans, but the same method works for these too. And it's just a quick soak method, but you use a lot of salt. And the beans end up being super creamy, and they end up, they don't split as much. And you rinse off most of the salt, you just use it to kind of jumpstart it and get them going. Okie dokie. So here's what we're going to do. Now, I've got about 2 cups of leftover ham. And then once I was done cutting the ham off of the bone, I simmered the bone for about an hour and a half, and I have ham stock. Now, you don't have to use ham stock, but if you've got it, I mean, like if you've got leftover ham, chances are, you know, you have the bone to work with. Take advantage of all that flavor. I mean, it's a great resource. And here's our other ingredients. So I've got an onion, not a real big one. I got 1 great big carrot, about a tablespoon of fresh rosemary, and a bay leaf. It's kind of big, but it broke, so there. Alright, so all of this is just going in the same pot, and we're going to simmer this on low for several hours on the back of the stove. So this is really super easy and very hands-off. Alrighty, about a teaspoon, can you see that? Black pepper. About 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. I try to be a little judicious with the salt because ham tends to be salty. And not only do we have ham in here, but we also have about 1 quart of our ham broth or stock. And you want enough liquid to cover your beans. Now, I doubt that's going to be enough to cook those beans all the way through, and that's fine. We can keep an eye on it. Let's see. Here we go. We'll just keep an eye on it, and if the liquid level gets too low, we'll just throw in some more water to bring it back up. But you want about that amount, right? So this is going to go on medium-low heat, just at a bare simmer, for probably a good 2 hours at the minimum. Alright, so when I say simmer, that's about all the activity you want to see, right? Just so keep it really low, just so that it's got some movement, but not a whole lot. And that's all you do. So, walk away. Go call your mother. Alright, we've had right at, I'd say just under 2 hours. And the beans are done. They're cooked through. I tasted one just a minute ago. And it is absolutely delicious. The only thing I would maybe suggest if you want more soup, ooh, we're fogging up. If you want more liquid than this, is just add a cup of water and let it simmer for a minute. But really, guys, that's all there is to it. That is one of the most delicious, satisfying, and easy things that you can do, especially if you've got some leftover ham. Or really, it's good enough that I'd go buy a ham just to make this soup. Why don't you try it?